What's up, y'all? I had to get on my phone because computer issues galore. So, I'm still fussing with this computer. And it's like no matter what I do, it's always seeming to be technical issues. So, how y'all doing? I got give me a minute. I didn't want to let this stop me, so and I'm a little trying to get YouTube. YouTube. Gonna do this. There we go. I think. There we go. Does that work? Now what? I'm working up with. I don't know what's going on with this. Anyway, how was everybody? I'm not gonna fool with this too much. I'm just gonna download if I need to. I said that last week. Now last week, if anybody paying attention, I did it both on Facebook and YouTube. Now if you go back, I did not edit anything on my own on YouTube. But if you go to my YouTube video from my live last week, it's about 10 minutes long, something like that. I did not do that. But I left it up there for a reason, because I wanted to show y'all what I'm talking about. I had no input in that at all. So what you see on YouTube is someone else is doing, someone else is editing, and it had nothing to do with me. So that's what's going on. Facebook, I have the whole live is on Facebook, but on YouTube it's been sliced up, chopped up, and done. Whatever was done with it was done with it, and so you can see the big difference and what I'm talking about. And so I left that up there so y'all can see that. But how you doing? I'm not able to see who's chiming in, and so welcome. Let me give y'all some love, and let's do this love thing for a few seconds. Y'all know that you get 17 seconds of some energy, and you can build off of that. So we're going to have some good energy with this. And so sending you love, 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 love. Hugs, hugs, hugs. For all y'all who down and out, come on. We're going to have to get out of that, shake it off, brush it off your shoulders. And we got to kind of get that energy raised. And so come on. And let's raise it. Let's raise it. So think of whatever it is that you think about when you want to think about something that makes you smile, something that makes you feel better, something that brings you joy, something that even makes you laugh. Maybe you heard a corny joke that had tears coming down your face, has you, just smiling for days. Whatever happened in the recent past that just made you smile. That person that you love so dearly, that makes you smile, that place you were, that, made you smile, that activity that made you smile. Maybe you saw a painting that made you feel good. Maybe you went on a visit with a family member and it was just great and it was a good experience and it brought you joy. Think about that. Think about those things. Think about those good things that happen in your life and has happened in your life, those people, those experiences, those activities, that bring you joy. Just think of those things. Think of those places that you want to go, those places that you see yourself, those activities that you see yourself doing that bring joy and smiles to your face and bring you good feelings, good vibrations. Keep thinking about that, and let's be in that vibration. So on that, hope everybody's well. Let me give you some more love, some more love, some more love. I want to start off with that because right now we need that. I think we need that because the energy might be a little bit iffy because of what's going on. And it's understandable because we're going through all of this, but we still got to watch our vibration. Told y'all. Number one in health is your vibration. The lower your vibration, the more susceptible you are to being sick. So if you are in that fear vibration of being sick, got to get out of it because that can actually draw it to you. That can make it happen. And so make sure that you get that energy right. Keep it right. All right. So I guess it's not on the YouTube this week because I'm not able to I just got this new tech right, so I'm not able to get on there. But I told you last week and what happened, so it's not like it's probably not the best way to go anyway. So yeah, as y'all can see, I'm at a new location. I'm kind of like yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I want to go next because I'm going to you know, be here, there, and everywhere as I enjoy this place and everything. So this place right here, you can see the mountains behind me and everything, and another part of the place that I'm currently at. But this week I wanted to talk, and I'm gonna get right into it because I'm kind of it kind of upsets me when the tech doesn't work right. But it, you know, it is what it is. And so I'm gonna readjust the screen in a second, so I'll probably put on a light because it's a little dark in the underneath this gazebo shelter thing here. So yeah, with me, y'all. I hope everybody's had a good week and everything. Maybe I'm not. Wait, let me see. I'm about to mess something up, y'all. Hold up. It's kind of good that I had to use the phone because I can take y'all with me. Like last week I did that and I was able to show y'all what was going on. So it's kind of good. Let me see. Hold on. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. All right. So yeah. So let me put a light on. So give me a minute. All right. I hope that helps. It doesn't really. It doesn't look like it. But we're going to keep it rocking because y'all know, dang, this daggone light in here isn't great. All right, we're going to keep it rocking though. I kind of enjoy the time difference and everything. And so I wanted to go ahead and try to keep that going and everything instead of the later time. And so, yeah, I thought I'd do that again. But I'm not in natural light, so it's not what I thought it might be. Anywho, I'm not entirely natural light. So, um, yeah, so this week I just wanted to talk about what's going on. I want to be there for folks. Like, I know people might be going through, you know, or whatever. So, y'all know I am about inner work and doing the inner work. And if you're not sure about what I'm talking about, you can go to inner work. Inner work. Facebook/inner work. I got a podcast, Inner Work Journal. Inner Work Journal on Facebook, Inner Work Journal on the podcast as well. Um, but that vibration is key. You know, staying in a good vibration, doing those things daily. And you can do those things multiple times during the day. And that helps with the inner work. Now, so I hope you're doing that because that really helps. This week, I kind of got a lot of things on my mind as far as that's concerned. I just really want to be there for y'all. Like, if y'all got any comments, questions, or anything that I can, help with, assist with, point you in the right direction to, or a direction to, that would be something I'll be willing to do. This time that we're having it's really like, I find it an amazing time that we're in because we can see things play out. We can see and we can be a part of things playing out. And so I think I'm grateful for that. And I believe that, we're at a point where we are aware enough that we can make some beautiful things right now. And so I'm excited, despite the negativity that comes with it. There is a lot of good things that are going to happen that we're going to make happen. And, I'm excited to see that, And so, what is it that I can share right now is the question I wanted to answer as I came to you today. Because I think I talk a lot about love and love frequency. And yes, that is important. It's always important. What's going on right now, I believe is a lot to do with that love that I always talk about. Love of our fellow man. And so it's amazing to see. Now, I wanted to relate this to things go on in our regular lives, because in our regular lives we got a lot of different things going on with our family, with our friends, with our jobs, our careers, health, just all areas of our life. And I think what's going on is a reflection of that. And so yeah, that's what's been on my mind. How goes on in our regular life, what's going on now is reflecting that. And so yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. I'm still feeling like I need to light some lights. It's too dark. Hold on. All right, so it's bothering me, y'all, because if I was inside, I could have better light going on, but I'm outside. And so I'm gonna see if this is gonna help at all. Yeah. Look, I gotta try something. And that's part of my, what I want to talk about, because these last few months can have you feeling a certain kind of way. It may, for some, have you feel empowered, knowing that you can be part of, change. And for some, maybe it might have some kind of different feeling, because maybe you have a lot of negative things go on because of what's going on with the job situations and having to be home and that kind of thing. And maybe that is something that has brought about different feelings or whatever. Because in the last few months, some people, their life has done like a 180. And so I want to kind of talk to the folks who this is affected in not such a great way, because if this doesn't make you feel like, you can be a part of a change, empowered in any way, then, I can feel you there as well, because, life is life. You're like, how in the world could anybody be feeling all right? Not if you're like me, who now I don't have a job. Now my finances are in question. Maybe I just lost my relationship. Maybe my family life is not as great as it was a few months ago. So what are you happy about? Why are you talking to me about love? And that's understandable. Yet, it is love that makes the world go around regardless. What can you be grateful for, even though those things may be true for you? Yes, the job situation is what it is. Did you enjoy that job? Is it somewhere that you went that you were about going? Is this break that has happened not due to anything that you've done allowed you to think about what it is that you want to do for real? What is it that you really want to be doing? The finances, we know that we learn, as we are adults and stuff, that we need to have 3 to 6 months of savings. That's that's what we're taught. That's what we're taught when we talk about finances. And I want to say again, as everything opens, y'all, you remember that this isn't over. All right. So go ahead and make sure that you are setting up for the next quarter of this event. So if you got some money rolling in, make sure you doing whatever you need to do to prepare for the next quarter of this stuff that's going to happen. All right. But if you were not prepared for these last few months, you didn't have 3 to 6 months of savings, you are affected greatly. So, but what can you be grateful for? That maybe that now what you need to do to prepare for something unexpected. This is nothing that anybody could have foreseen except the folks who planned it. But as far as the 3 to 6 months and even more, that plan with your family, that in case of such and such happening, what are we going to do? What is the preparedness situation that you now have considered, now have discussed, now have hopefully implemented about what to do in scenarios that seem like out of this world? You can be grateful for that. Now you have a real experience about how things can be affected, how you can go about things, and things that you can do to avoid, um, you know, the worst case scenario, because there is no best case scenario in things of this nature, but you can avoid a worst case scenario. How well can I prepare for what's next or what's to come, another unforeseen circumstance? And right, in relationships, some people have discovered things about their family, their friends, their relationships that came about because of what's going on in these last few months. Some relationships didn't last. Some relationships got closer. Some relationships, the truth was revealed and the reality of what it was revealed. So, and that, what can you be grateful for? Without these last few months, I may have been in this circumstance, this situation longer and not seen things for what they really were. But because of what's going on, I have been able to see clearly because of, what's going on. So I can be grateful that now I can, know what's for real. That I'm not continuing to be in a relationship or a family situation or friendship that wasn't a good, a good one. Or I'm so glad that I've gotten this time that I've never really had to spend with my family, with my friends, with my loved one, with my husband, my wife, my children. And I think as I speak about kids, the kids being out of school for those last few months, you now can appreciate the teachers that teach the kids. You now appreciate the whole, that whole system as far as, you don't know what goes into teaching the kids and keeping them on the schedule and keeping them, going forward with their learning and things like that. Even though we need to think the education system needs to be revamped so we can teach the kids some things of substance. However, in this time, we have an appreciation for what it takes to actually do that. And so now, as we go forward, we can appreciate that. You either found out during this time how well you are as a teacher, or that's not your forte and that's someone else's forte or whatever, but you can recognize the folks in your community who are good at that. You recognize it in yourself or whoever who, those folks who are good at that. You kind of have a new recognition of another skill set, possibly, right? So that's something to be grateful for, right? I'm just thinking about the things that we can look at, and it can bring us something of a smile, of a gratefulness, of a good feel to it. Isn't it amazing how the world is standing up? I think it is a beautiful thing. Now, we don't know all of the things that play into everything that's going on. However, this is a worldwide situation. I mean, personally, I think it's because we all were able to see it at a level of being able to understand it on a level that is just in your face and direct and There's no doubts about it, and it's just like anything else. It's like, some people wonder why now. Why now? This stuff has been going on, but why now? Why is it affected people differently now? Why are people, um, so up at arms about it right now? And I think it's just been a time. It's been coming. It's been coming. And again, we don't know all the details. There are people at play here. It's an agenda that's in play here. I was looking at something, and they say everything happens for a reason, but some things are, some things happen because people make them happen. And I was looking through, I forgot what I was looking at, but it really doesn't matter what I was looking at. What came across my path, though, was a Simpsons episode. Y'all know about The Simpsons. The Simpsons is a cartoon. It's been on since, was it the early 90s? And they have, in their episodes, shown different things that say that they've been predicting the future. However, is it a prediction of a future if you are in the know of what is to happen? If you are one of the writers of this cartoon and you already know some of the plans and agendas of folks, is it a prediction? So in a Simpsons episode, there was a depiction of what happened with George Floyd. Now, y'all can Google this and y'all can see what I'm talking about. But it is exactly the depiction of the cop and how George Floyd was when this horrible incident took place. I think that's a little bit more than predictive cartooning. So we always got to make sure that we have a place in our minds that we know that there are folks out here with certain things that are going on, that are planned out. There's agenda that is involved in all of this. That's why I said before that just because, it's unfortunate that George Floyd had to, end his lifetime ended, but I believe that it may have been possibly a different George if it wasn't George Floyd, because this is someone's agenda playing out. And I think when I saw that Simpsons depiction, and I'm not sure about which episode it was or whatever, but to see that exact depiction of what happened in this cartoon, it comes across as more like a slap in the face, really. But on the brighter side of things, this is the world standing up, waking up, and hopefully making changes that'll benefit the planet. And so, but I want y'all to look into that, because I saw that and I could not believe that. Like, what? Now, what? Exactly? And in this scene where this depiction is, there is something, the name is even there, George. It's a, what you call it? Y'all gotta see what I'm talking about. Actually, I can probably pull it up while I'm talking. I won't do that. Y'all can see it. But it's more than a coincidence. It's more than this predictive cartooning that they are supposed to be known for. So what I'm curious to know now is who is on this writers committee. I want to know about these writers for um for this production. That's what I want to know about, because it's not happened only once. It's happened so many times now that these people who are involved in this production has to be a part of the people who know about the agendas. So I'm putting that out there. Y'all, do what y'all do, and y'all. But let me tell you, when you see what I'm talking about, you'll see what I mean. So, but yeah, it's we're in this time, and so for those of you who this is affected in a negative way, who don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, who don't see the greatness of the ability to affect change, who don't see this as the great awakening that it is, I'm going to, say to you that, you know, looking at what's going on with you, what is it that you can do in this situation that I would say would make a difference? Yes, these things have gone on and may have not affected your life well. However, what part can you play in this? You know what I mean? What part is your part? Because I think everybody has a part. What part is yours? You just sit back and just be a spectator? Or what part is your part? That's why I'm on here. I kind of took a few days. I had to take a few days for myself and my emotions and stuff. I really am very emotional. I just don't want to come on here emotional all the time. This has affected me in a great, great way. I'm an empath. And so it affects me on another level where I can feel people's pain. I can feel, other empaths know what I'm talking about. And so I've shed some tears and, gone through a sort of mourning. And that really happens every time this goes on. Every time it has gone on. It's not helpful for me to go watch the news on a regular basis. So this is part of why. So I took a few days, and I really, I've been saying that I've been posting, want to post every day and everything like that. But sometimes, like, it's just, you gotta allow yourself the time, you know. So that's what I did. And I'm going to shake, just like I'm telling y'all, I got to shake it off and I got to brush it off and I got to, keep it moving, because it's important right now to do exactly that. We got things to do, y'all. We got things to do. And I say we. I want to talk about, for those who down and out, especially because I know how depressed when something like this can happen, and you can see over and over again how depressed you may feel, how down and out you may get, especially if you're not doing that inner work. Like, if you do that inner work, it helps. So I really hope that you're doing that inner work. Go ahead and check out the journal. Get that journal. Go ahead and start doing those things. It really does help. But in the meantime, if you're so down and out that you feel like, this is the place for you, think about that. Think about that in a great way, because we don't need to lose people who want to see better. We don't need to lose people who are sick of going through this. We need you. We need you here to affect change along with the rest of us, because it is collectively something that we have to do together. There's no one person that can affect change. It has to be our collective energies that do that. So, yes, things may have gone just a 180 for your life, but every day is a new one. And if you are sick of this, then you can make something happen. You can do something to affect change, do something to make a difference. You can do that. Yes, you can. If you don't believe it, just look around. Look at all these different countries around the planet standing up. And it's very encouraging for the folks who are closer to the situation than not. It's the people who are not even that close to the situation who are standing up and speaking up the loudest. And it's a great thing. It's awesome. I'm so glad to be a part of this time and see the change and be a part of whatever I can do to, add to it. And so that's the other thing I wanted to talk about, because I kind of talked about it on We'll Connect, y'all, and I kind of want to revisit it again, because I think I mentioned some people who I'm going to start talking about some more, because I think just in my awakening experience and the things that I've come across, these people have helped me in my awakening and helped me continue to be around like-minded folks. And I'm a baby in this, and some of them are adept and beyond, and I think I'm going to continue to talk about them, because I know there are a lot of people who are waking up, and these are folks who can help, because everybody can take part. And what I want to say about these folks that I mentioned is they all have different things that they're doing. They all have different aspects of the journey. They're all doing something different, but they're part of the whole. And so, and excuse me if I don't mention everybody, but the main ones I'm going to mention. But go ahead, and these folks may help if you're new to your awakening journey and you are waking up to the realities of what's going on about yourself, about who you are as a being in this body, and everything of that nature. Even if you're not just awake for the first time and you've been woke for a while, you can go ahead and these folks, I just think they are some people that will be helpful to know, to have around you, to kind of connect with what they're talking about as well, because it can be really sometimes if you don't have people around you who think like you can feel a little bit more alone, even though we are not alone. But these are the folks who you can go to, so you can be around other awakened people who are all doing different things. All right, so who I wanted to talk about. All right, so Abraham Hicks, right? She talks about the spirit world. So if you're having issues with what you're going through spiritually, why is this going on? Why is that going on? I'm feeling like this. Just she's, to me, I'll describe her more like the I don't know, it's like a pastor type for the spirit world community. She's, to me, she's like that, right? I mentioned Gary Light before. I haven't really, he's really got a lot of research out there. We'll go to some of his things for like researched information. You want truth. He has a lot of that stuff going on his sites about things, historical things, different things that are connected to the journey. Um, just that's awesome research. Nazira, so he's he does a lot of spiritual talks and lectures and things of that nature. Um, and he's good for if you are um, just waking up and you need some guidance, and if you kind of vibe with him or whatever. That all right. Then there is who else did I mention? Um, it was hard to find women of color on here, but another woman was Till Swan. Now she will talk more in depth about what you go through as far as dealing with with life, as far as an awakened person is concerned. Okay, then I'm gonna say Ralph Smart. Now I'll say, as an awakened person, he's one to go to for those vibes. You need your vibration raised. He's usually good for that. So that's he's good with information as well, but it's a good vibration that you get with him, as well as some information about that. And he talks about other things besides spirituality, and being awakened, but it's a good one to go to. And then these next two I'm going to talk about are the deals that I think are like must. All right, these are must. If you are on an awakening journey, you're woke, you need to know about information about what's going on, why it's going on, some insight into the spirit world, and being awakened, and from in-depth folks who know what they're talking about. Then, and it's on a level like they get downloads like I don't even know that besides Abraham Hicks that I've come across anybody who gets as much downloads as these two seem to get, but I don't see everybody. Just in my realm of what I see is Sevan Bomar. I want to say Seven. I want to say Sevan. All right. So he has secret energy. I'm gonna leave some links below. He has secret energy, and what he's done, he's put together this whole different community involving awakened people, and it's awesome. It handles everything from getting the knowledge base to getting us together to different ways to earn, different ways. I mean, it's just very, it's very, I want to say complete as far as an organized situation is concerned, about solutions, about what we can do as awakened people, especially with what's going on right now. So, and that's Sevan Bomar. It's getting dark, y'all, right? I got the light on. Anyway, so go and check that out. That is like, you have to go and check it out. Now, it's a lot of information, but it's really, he just organized everything out. So you cannot, any questions you have, there are people there, there's some answer for you there. All right. And then Young Pharaoh, another must. Young Pharaoh has been very vocal as far as his political stances and talking about black people in general, as far as connected to what's going on. He's been doing it. Okay, this is not something new. He's been doing it, but he's very awake, very woke. And if you start from his old videos, you'll be informed. And I mean, it would take you a very long time to get through that. But going on to right now, he is a very good person to pay attention to, as far as who he is, how awake he is, and his research is like, you cannot. He's one of the best researchers. Like I said, I don't see everybody, but he backs up everything that he's talking about. And so he's not just out there talking, okay? He gives you facts, all right? And very aware, very awake, and he kind of checks. He's checking these folks out here doing stuff. He's making sure that we're aware of what's going on with this agenda situation, this pandemic, this COVID-19, even what's going on with this horrific event with George Floyd and everything. He is a person who is absolutely a must, as far as if you're awakened and you need the info, you want the truth, absolutely go and check out young Pharaoh. All right, but as I talk about these, and I think I got just about, I think, I want to say his name wrong. Delo, the Pilot Man, I think is also on my list on Will Connect. Also very awakened. He gets awesome downloads as well. If you're wanting to know about spirituality as far as the awakened portion, he is really awesome at giving you like really details about that, going into astrology and planets and that type of thing. Where if you want the knowledge, this is one of the people to go to. Okay, I don't think I'm forgetting anybody on my list, but if you want to go back to that episode on Will Connect, you can. You can listen to what I said. It's pretty similar to what I'm saying here. I think I went in a little bit more, and if you go onto the Facebook page for Will Connect, you can see some of their, you can link up with their YouTube, because I think I got everyone, I got one of their YouTube videos on there, so you can link up to their videos. And like I said, I'm going to leave some links or whatever, but especially to Young Pharaoh and to Sevan Bomar, because I think those are must, especially Young Pharaoh and Sevan Bomar. All right. Yeah. So these mosquitoes are starting to act up too. I'm not sure what the time is on here. All right, y'all. So, but what I want to say is that for all of those that I just mentioned, they all are doing similar things, kind of, sort of, but they are in different lanes. All right. So you got Sevan, who has the organization going on. He has everything planned out, and if you're interested and you're ready, it's there for you. You got Young Pharaoh, who has the info, he has the facts, he's checking these folks, and he's respected enough to talk to senators and officials and anybody around the world as far as what's going on, and to question them on it, and to kind of hold them to the fire about what's going on and get answers, because that's what it's all about. We want some real answers, not this fake news, and not something somebody wants to feed us, but somebody like Young Pharaoh, who is bringing us truth, and there's a difference. And so he's doing that. And then you got the teachers over here. You got Nazir Ra, who's one of the teachers over here. You got, you got the counseling here with Abraham Hicks, and you got Till Smart, and they got the counseling for you. So if you down and out depressed, you go to those two for, to get that upliftment, to understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling and what you can do about it. All right. And then if you just need a smile, you need that vibration raise, you got Ralph over there. All right. And I say Daylo, the pilot man, he can be put in the teacher category as well because he teaches a lot. You might not like everybody's execution, but that's something that you got to deal with. It's about the information. It's about the awareness of the folks. And so Gary is another one who I would think would be in a teacher category. But these are all different lanes that they all are in. Collectively, you got everything there that you need. And just these few people. Now, there are many, many awake people out here. Many people who are, sharing and relaying info and trying to tell the truth and trying to inform people spiritually. And so these are just who are in my, in my reality. And so I'm just trying to share, especially for those, like I said, who may be down and out about this, those who just question what's going on, don't know where to go, because this kind of things that's going on can make you question. But those people, I'm telling you, Young Pharaoh and Sevan Bomar, go ahead and check them out. All right. And do that. All right. And that's been on my mind. All right. So that's what I wanted to share this week. These mosquitoes are starting up, y'all. I should have got some more of this out. And so as it gets dark, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. But I just wanted to give encouragement to those who this might not be affecting so well, to know that even though these things are going on, there's always some kind of transition. When there's change, there's always some kind of transition involved with change. And so for great change, a lot of times there's great negativity that's kind of the catalyst for it. So, just keep that in mind. There will be more days to come. And if we all are putting ourselves together, collective energy, doing our inner work, getting together, doing those group meditations, pooling our energy in a positive way, on the positive end of the polarity, then we can affect change in a great positive way. And so just keep that in mind. All right, y'all. And don't let this thing get you down to the point where you want to check out. Just, we need you. We need you here. We need you to be part of this journey that we're on. We need you to be part of this change that's happening, that's in process of happening. So be a part of that. We need as many spirits as possible, many souls as possible that want to see great things for this planet. All right? And so you need to reach out. Go ahead and do so. Remember, there are people, if you are having issues, please seek counseling. That's there. But I've already mentioned the places that you can go, the people that I have suggested. There are many more than that, but that I have suggested as far as people that you can go to, especially if you're down and out and you're having a rough time with what's going on. All right. And so comments, questions, always go ahead, keep them coming and everything. I'm not really going to talk about what I got going on because it's really a lot of change happening, and that makes all of us have to kind of revamp, restructure, and maybe some things are going to change with what I'm doing, but I'm still about that love frequency when it all comes down to it. think everything has to do with love, and the more love we have, the better things are. And that's just how it is. Love doesn't equate to weakness. Don't ever get that twisted. Love is the greatest force there is, I believe, in this realm. And so keep loving, and keep loving. There's nothing like love. As much as you can stay in that love frequency, the closer you can be to a great reality in existence. And so on that note, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this. And let me leave y'all with some love. And then I'm going to see y'all again. Just look out for some stuff. Look, I'll keep y'all posted. Keep on checking on me, right? All right. And so, let me see. It's a little early. I'll hang out a little bit. If y'all got any questions, I see a couple of people call, but y'all called the wrong way, right? Like, I need to be on, maybe I'm going to do, an IG along with Facebook instead of YouTube and Facebook. But I had a couple of people kind of try to, hit me up while I was talking. Let me shout out Ibrahim. Let me shout out, who's this? Mama Do. I'ma shout out, Bobo. Let me say hey to Brent. God's own. Let me send a special shout out to Silva. He's been supporting my efforts to do this, and has been supporting me in a way that I really am grateful for. So let me give him a shout out. Lester, Kwame, Haranu, Mama D, Sadu, Gaymel, Walker, Darl, Damien, Sterling. I believe that's Silver and Sterling. If I'm getting y'all mixed up, look. Shouts out to Sterling as well. He also is one of my great supporters. And let me shout out Ketis, who's always been there. One of my day ones. Paul, Abadario, Shindu, Willie, Jaquim, Carlos, and everyone else who has been supportive, giving me love, keeping me, trying to keep me encouraged to keep going, and it's beautiful to have folks that have your back, and everything, and it's beautiful. So shouts out to y'all. I hope everybody's well. Stay encouraged. Go ahead and look up those folks I told y'all about. I'll leave a link to a couple of them and to my Woke Connect page, because that's where those I mentioned are. So you can go ahead and link up that way. And I'll be talking about them more. I said I'm going to do this, get back on the podcast, and I need to. But like I said, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. All right? It's time to be about it, y'all. It's good to talk, I think, because especially now it can be reached. So, don't get it twisted. Just because you might not see the activity when you do something doesn't mean that it's not reaching folks. And so don't believe that your words are not being heard, because that's not the case, even though it might appear that way. All right. So those of you who are thinking about doing your own YouTube channel, or maybe you want to do a podcast, or whatever it is that you have in mind to do. If you have, if that's on your heart, I say go and do it, because it's not on your heart for nothing. All right. When something remains on your heart, it's a reason for it, because the heart is, key. After that third eye being opened, that heart is key. And so If it stays on your heart, it's not for no reason. So I would say go ahead and if it's in your heart, do it. All right. And yeah, I'm trying to look. I'm trying to make it a 4 hour, but I don't know why because I haven't done that lately. Um, yeah, but I think I'm going back to the old time. Um, I think so. So maybe inside for tea time. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Actually, I might do a poll about that to get some of y'all feedback about whether y'all want the inside or the outside for tea time. Because, I can do either way. I'm flexible. I think because I'm traveling and everything, I really want to do it outside because I can share with y'all, some of my experiences by doing that. And y'all can see some of the locations that I'm going to and the beautiful island that I'm on. And so I kind of want to continue to do that. So but y'all let me know what y'all think. And also let me know how y'all feeling out there, any comments, suggestions, whatever. And I'm gonna go ahead and say good night. It's really the candlelight right now that we got going on. And so yeah. So let me go ahead and say have a good week. Um, you know, we're living in a time of great change. So go ahead and be a part of it. We can affect change for the planet right now. All right. All right. On that note, let me give y'all some love. Love, 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 love. All right, y'all. Love you.